If you are tired of glasses and contacts, it might be time to start thinking about LASIK. And here today to talk about the options we have, Dr. Michael Greenwood from Vance Thompson Vision joins us. Dr. Greenwood, welcome back to North Dakota Today.
Hey, thanks for having me. Good to see you.
Nice to see you again. Okay, so how do we know if we are a candidate for refractive surgery?
Yeah, so the easiest part is if you wear glasses or contacts to help you see clear in the distance, then there's a good chance that you're a good candidate for refractive surgery. And when we say refractive surgery, the biggest thing, that people correlate with it is LASIK. But there are other types of refractive surgery. You might hear us say PRK, ICLs, there's a SMILE procedure, refractive lens exchange, different things like that. But basically, it's a way to minimize your need for glasses or contacts in the distance, and sometimes with the up close stuff as well.
Okay, that's interesting because I do think it kind of all gets wrapped into I'm just going to have LASIK, but
Yeah.
we're not the experts. So we go in. What kind of questions should we ask when we're thinking about moving forward and setting up that evaluation?
You want to do your research ahead of time, find somebody that's experienced, and some of the questions you can ask are, is LASIK the best thing for me, or is there another procedure, kind of like what we mentioned before? Because not everyone's a great candidate for LASIK, and that's why there's other procedures that are available. You also want to know, kind of what can I expect after the procedure, what follow-up is involved, different things like that, and then understanding, what's included in the price. So does it include the aftercare? Does it include the drops that I have to take after surgery? What technology is involved with all of it, and so kind of doing the research ahead of time and understanding what's all involved with the process before, during your surgery, and after can really help bring some clarity to your decision.
Okay, and what about if someone has astigmatism? Can they still have this surgery?
Yep, and that's one of the most common questions we get. So with LASIK or these other surgeries we mentioned, we correct nearsightedness or farsightedness, and we can also correct astigmatism and help people, again, see a little bit more crisp in the distance without their contacts or glasses.
Okay, interesting. And you've kind of already touched on this, but what if you are not a candidate for LASIK? There are other options, because sometimes people say, oh, they might just get really bummed out if you say, no, LASIK's not right.
Yeah, and so LASIK's the most common, like we touched on before, but sometimes people's cornea, or the clear part of the eye, just isn't set up for LASIK, or their glasses prescription is too high. And that was the case for me, where I wasn't a good candidate for LASIK because I had a very high glasses prescription. So I actually had the ICL procedure, where they basically put a contact lens inside your eye. And so instead of putting in a contact in the morning, taking it out at nighttime, I have it inside my eye all the time, and so I can wake up and start my day and not have to worry about the glasses or contacts. So even if you've heard you're not a good candidate for LASIK, there are other options out there, and there are some people that aren't a good candidate for any refractive surgery, and that's another thing that we look at. And there's a lot of people that we have to say no to, but we try and find other options for them to make them comfortable.
Yeah, know your options. So that's just the first starting point right there. And now I'm hearing you're having a LASIK open house coming up. Can you talk about that?
Yes. We're very excited about that. We're having a LASIK open house on April 30th from 3:30 to 5 p.m. And basically what that is open house to the public, where they can come in. The exam screening, we're doing screenings for refractive surgery. Those are free. You can come in, see some of the testing that we might have done. You can learn a little bit more about the procedure. We can show you where the procedure is done, where the laser is, and just get a tour of our space here and make you a little bit more comfortable about maybe taking that next step towards your journey in refractive surgery.
It is really a beautiful facility, beautiful building as well. Before we let you go, where are you located? How can people get a hold of you?
We are on 505 32nd Avenue East in West Fargo. You can find us online at vancethompsonvision.com, or give us a call at 701-566-5390.
Dr. Greenwood, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back here on North Dakota Today.